Hey guys, it's JMeyels. Hope you're having a great day thus far. A lot in today's news, man. We have Respawn listening to some feedback finally. That was a good idea. Also an update to the strike, and let me tell you, it's getting worse and more widespread. And also Apex Legends Alpha Intel finally just kind of making it known that they're on our side when it comes to this strike. A lot of things that they're frustrated with as well. One of our favorite Respawn developers discussing other job offers that he has to leave the studio, and all of that and much more in today's video. So much news in today's video, man. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below for a chance to win that 10,000 Apex coin giveaway. The finalists from last video is down in the comments below. Also, I just want to address, there's a scam that's been going around in my comment section for quite some time. I keep trying to ban the guy. I banned all the accounts. I try to ban the exact words that he's saying. Unfortunately, he finds his way back every time. If you guys see any type of thing about Telegram and a giveaway, or maybe even WhatsApp or anything that says like PlayStation and VR, it's not me. You guys will hear from me to contact me on Discord or Twitter if you win anything. These are my official accounts. This guy cannot prove that he's me. So I just wanted to mention that really quick, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. So first off, I just wanted to mention here that Respawn/EA, I guess it's more of the EA side of things here, has listened to some player feedback when it comes to the Apex coins. Now, we also talked about this a couple of days ago. I knew this was coming. Crowdrindo had talked about it as well, and this was the fact that the 500 Apex coins are now officially in the store. So if you guys do not want to buy the 1,000 Apex coins because, you know, you're only 50 coins away and it just feels like a waste of money, now you can buy 500 instead of 1,000 and save yourself $5 in situations like that. Maybe this will come back to be a greater thing in the end, but unfortunately to me, it doesn't seem like a crazy big deal. It just does feel a little distasteful sometimes whenever they're fixing bugs or fixing issues, fixing problems, making innovations when it comes to spending money in this game, and not fixing some of the bugs that have been plaguing the game for over a month. Game breaking bugs, might I add, as well. But I guess sometimes you just got to count your victories when you can. Also in the news, this is good to see as always, Apex Legends Alpha Intel apparently looks like joining our side with some of the complaints about the state of Apex right now. And he says this: we're now exactly halfway through 2022. Has Apex delivered on what you wanted this year so far? We've had more LTMs, control, and a next gen update, sort of, but no cross progression yet, and no 120 hertz on the next gen. This was actually coming from a quote tweet from Josh Medina saying, before I go on full vacation mode, what do you guys want to see us do in 2022 for Apex, or go deeper on? The following obviously is in progress, as many of you know. That is cross progression, next gen console support. I will start in 2022. I want us to do more LTMs or game mode variants, and let's talk about that. Number one, cross progression obviously has not been delivered yet, and honestly I think it'll probably be one of those things that come at the end of the year so they can say, hey, we delivered on our promise like we said. But no doubt all of us thought maybe by the middle of July we'll have it or something, not wait the entire year. I mean, we thought this thing was coming in 2021, to be quite frank with you. So the fact that we're probably gonna have to wait an entire year after we thought it was coming just goes to show you that's about how everything normally is in this game. Every time we think something should be out by a certain date, it's usually a year or two behind. I'm not sure if it just takes that long or if that's a part of how they're going to keep this game alive for 10 years like they said. Anyhow, they also said the next gen console support, technically they have pushed that, like Alpha Intel said, you know, sort of, but to me honestly, you know, there's been no 120 hertz, so I don't even know if you really consider that a next gen console support. That's like saying you're going to bring home dinner and you bring home a candy bar and you're like, did you really bring home dinner? I don't think so. Now, he also said he wanted to bring more LTM modes and game mode variants. I thought this was funny because Garrett Leak said, do not bring control back for another CE, please. iLoot Game says, I'm still waiting on all of those tons of LTMs promised by Josh and Daniel's fired homie from season 10. Seems they're a bit late. If you guys don't remember, this was the article that we were reading back in season 11 when they had discussed and said that there were a ton of LTM modes that they could not wait for us to get our hands on in season 11. Well, guess what happened? Season 11 brought no new LTMs, and so we were calling them out on their lies. And then season 12, we thought, okay, well, maybe they'll fix that. They'll bring all those LTMs they promised. We got one LTM, control mode, and we got it twice in the same game mode in season 13. So out of the span of 3 seasons, all of these new game modes that they said they had and they could not wait for us to get our hands on, it's been one, just one. Now, don't get me wrong, it's been a good one, and I love control mode. I hope it stays. There's no doubt that that's a little deceptive to say you got so many of these LTM modes you can't wait us to get our hands on in season 11, and then there's just one, and we didn't even get it in season 11. Now, thankfully, we are pretty sure that Armed and Dangerous is coming back in a couple of weeks from now, and then also someone who leaks was showing out that this Killing Time game mode supposedly is coming back. And basically, if you don't remember how this game mode was supposed to work, it was supposed to come out in season 8 for War Games event, and unfortunately there was a bug, and the way it works is that the ring closes as more people die on the map. Now, time to buckle your seatbelts. A little bit of an update on the strike here. I was actually not expecting this thing to get this widespread. I knew people were going to get upset. You know, the game's in a pretty bad state right now. The bugs are ridiculously bad and game breaking, but I was not expecting the strike to go this far and to be maybe honestly this successful. This is the update on it. This was Maddie, someone who's also a part of Glytch Energy with myself, an Apex streamer, I'm assuming, saying this over on Twitter, sharing this TikTok, getting over 2,000 likes, over 67,000 views on this TikTok. So it gained a lot of traction. Well, then I looked at this TikTok on this guy's actual page. His name is Matthew Caldwell, and this has over 1 million views over on TikTok. Take a look at this clip. This is a little bit of information about the strike.
The Apex community has had enough, and they're going on strike in August. They're calling it #NoApexAugust, where they will go an entire month without playing the game. This is in response to all of the recent issues that are going on in the game. They're simply not getting fixed, and in some cases actually getting worse with each so-called patch. So let your friends know.
So nothing crazy that we haven't talked about already, but just the fact that it's getting, you know, over 1 million views on TikTok, and, you know, thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of views over on Twitter and our YouTube pages. Very many people are informed about this strike, and a lot of people seem to maybe show interest in taking part of this. Only problem with all of this, like I said in the last video, is I do think August could be a little late to do it, because I have a feeling, you know, there will be an update right here in the middle of July, and a lot of these fixes could come, which makes the game more playable, which makes the strike seem a little less likely, or at least a little less attentive, I guess you would say. A lot of people are probably not going to partake of a strike when a game has been fixed already about old issues that were not fixed at the time. Then again, I could be the crazy one for assuming that there'll be a fix soon. Now, this was another interesting thread coming from an Apex Legends developer, Moy, the best one over on Respawn currently. And he says, I'm getting a bit personal here, but the last week I've received 6 job offers. I haven't applied to any jobs or shown interest to even change studios in the last 7 years, but I'm so humbled anytime I see these offers reach my inbox, and yet I was so close to giving up at one point. He goes on to talk about his career and how hard it was to get into the gaming industry. And so a pretty good story from Moy. I'll be honest with you, at one point I thought he was about to say that he was leaving Respawn here. Now obviously I think he's just mostly talking about his story and the way he got into this, which I think is a good story, but many people are wondering, you know, is he slowly indicating that maybe he might be looking at other jobs? Maybe he's talking about leaving Respawn. I personally don't think so, but in the lights of Jason McCord, Chad Grenier, Ryan Rigney, Drew McCoy, and many others that have been OGs at Respawn, people that have worked there for quite some time and then eventually left the company, it wouldn't surprise me to see more people leave, honestly. Now lastly, something else that's gaining a little bit of traction is to talk about Apex Legends needing a nerf for arc stars. Last time I talked about this, you guys mostly did not agree. This is mostly the pro player side of things that are saying this, and this was PvP saying Apex Legends because Respawn will not nerf arc stars. As you can tell, this guy was getting sniped by 3 different people using an arc star here. And yes, I totally understand things like this are super imbalanced whenever it happens like this, especially 3 people at once. However, you know, when I talked about this last time, many of you were saying, you know, look, do not touch arc stars. They're perfectly fine the way they are. There's nothing wrong with them. I personally wouldn't mind myself seeing a little bit of a nerf or a change, but he was also showing some tweets back in 2021 of March where he tagged John Larson about some changes for the arc star that needed to come, and basically none of that ever happened. So let me know down in the comments below if you think arc stars need to be nerfed, changed, buffed, whatever, and also leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below for a chance to win the 10,000 Apex coins, and also don't forget to do not fall for the scam from the guy from Telegram. Oh wow, that rhymed. I do that all the time. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your days. Viridie, only positivity in the comment section below, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.